Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. Thank you and I appreciate you for watching Betty AZ YouTube channel. So today I will go back to the topic we were discussing the other day. We were talking about why do Kenyans in diaspora work so much and work too hard. And I had some people comment, and some people I could tell, like it's kind of I put fear on people when I mentioned about all the deductions and all the bills that we have to pay in this country. I want to assure you, do not be scared, do not be afraid, because in any country, in every country, there are bills that you have to pay. And if in what I like to tell you guys is the reality of United States of America, because I don't want you to leave Kenya or to leave your country thinking that life abroad is all bread and butter. Life abroad is all smooth and there are no bills, there are no hassles, there are nothing. I just want to give you a clear picture so that when you come here, you'll be well prepared and you'll be aware. It's kind of to educate you on how is life over here, because we get so many questions. Oh, do you do this? Do you have to do this? So I like to kind of give you an idea of how things are. So this should not give you any fear of America. And I could see some comments. People are like, oh, America, oh, modern slavery, upgrade. No, 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 no. Nobody will make you overwork. Nobody. I think it all depends with you and your needs, and you have choices. You have the freedom to choose how you want to live your life, just like any other country. Remember, guys, I always tell you, Maju abroad is just like any other country. America is just like any other country. The only thing is the system, how they run their things over here. It could be different, and especially more of us that are from Africa. I believe because of we don't get what we don't get our rights, we don't get what we are supposed to get as the citizens. And also here you get a lot of deductions because and by the way, you see where the money goes. You see in this country, when you look around, you see the roads are good, everything is so good, like infrastructure, and everything is done. So you get your money, even if it is taxed, you see where your money goes. So that is a good side of, even if you're getting deductions. And then somebody else said, oh, Betty, you seem like you're not happy, you are complaining about America, why don't you come back? No, it is not complaining, it is telling you the reality and the truth about it. Because let me tell you, a lot of times us, and especially us from Africa, we always tell people Africa is beautiful, Africa is so nice, oh, you should see. How many people meet foreigners and they start telling them how bad Africa is? How many people meet foreigners and they start telling them how corrupt Africa is? You don't meet people and you start telling them how bad your country is. You have to tell them how good your country is. Even when you are showing, even when you are recording, you want to record the best part of your country. Then somebody else comes on the side. Here comes Betty and start telling people the reality, the real picture, bringing the real picture. So that doesn't mean that person is not happy. That did not mean, when I tell you these things, it doesn't mean that I'm complaining. It means I want to show you the clear and the real life, the truth about the life here. Because you know what, if I wait until I go to the beach and the vacation and I tell you this is all life is all about, you people, some people will board the plane thinking, hey, I am going to that Maju. And it's like, for example, me, when I landed in the US, I landed in Los Angeles, California. Let me tell you, the picture that I had of Los Angeles, California, Los Angeles, me, I had another picture. Wacha nifike kwa ground, vitu zilikuwa different. And it's not that the things were bad, but the picture and the imagination I had. You remember when we used to watch The Bold and the Beautiful, Akina Ridge, those places, Beverly Hills we used to see. So me, I had that picture in my head of Beverly Hills, that when as soon as I land in California, in Los Angeles, everything would be like, you know. So when I landed in Los Angeles and I exited the airport, I was like, at some point I asked myself, I asked the person who picked me up, is this Los Angeles? Is this the Los Angeles that we hear about? Or are we going to Los Angeles? Because I believe we passed through the, do I call it hood or something? Or ghetto? And I was like, is this Los Angeles, or we are on our way to Los Angeles? Then the person said, no, this is Los Angeles. Me, I could not believe myself. Let me tell you, I could not believe myself, because you know what? I had landed in Dubai and I saw how Dubai is. For those people who live in Dubai, you know how beautiful Dubai is. Let me tell you, Dubai is so beautiful than even the US. And I can guarantee you that Dubai, some countries are so beautiful. Even China is very beautiful. You should see China roads, they are very beautiful. So, and Europe is very clean, and especially like I hear Germany is so super nice and clean and beautiful. So me, when I land to, you know, when you come to the US, and I'm not saying US is not beautiful, USA, it's very beautiful. Some parts you can't even believe it. Like for me, I have some parts in this Arizona. This morning I was talking to a friend and we talked about the houses. Yes, because I met somebody, I gave somebody a ride with Uber ride, and this person told me they're moving into a home. They bought it for $3 million. And this my friend told me, oh, you know what, there are some other homes, you should see the other homes that goes for $20 million. And people live there. Some homes are very expensive, you know, and celebrities live here, and so many, you know, we know America. So there's, in every country, it's like Kenya. There's somebody in Kenya, you can try to tell the hassles of Kenya, and they'll look at you like, what are you trying to tell me? Let me put it in Africa. In Africa, there are some people who don't know what hustling is all about. Because you know what, they live on the other edge. So all countries are like that. You find the high end and the middle class, and then the other class, you know, like people who are in the, I don't want to call it I don't know what to call it, but the third class. It's not, I don't want to classify people in classes, but I'm just trying to tell you, some people struggle more than the other. Some people, they don't know what poverty is. Some people don't know what is working 2-3 jobs. In fact, even some people are Africans, they are in this country, they don't even know what you are talking. Betty, what are you talking about working 2-3 jobs? They do know because they see these things happening, but for them, because of their income, they don't know. So this country, I love it because one thing for sure, it balances life so good. It doesn't matter how much you earn. It doesn't matter how much you get paid per hour. All that matters is how you plan your life. How you plan your life. You can be getting paid $15 an hour, and the kind of mansion you have in your country, somebody making $50 an hour doesn't have. I am telling you the truth, because you know what, it all depends on how you are planning your life. Somebody could be a nurse. Let me say nurse because a lot of people, they know nurses earn good money. Or somebody could be an engineer working so much money or getting so much money, or something else, you know, and they don't have nothing. They have not, and somebody who is making $12 an hour is living better life than them. It all depends on how you plan your life. It doesn't matter how much you're earning in the US. This is why I'm talking about life kind of, it makes everybody kind of equal. So it all depends on how you can manage, or how you can play around it. Yeah, there are some people who they decide the husband will work, the wife will not work. The wife will watch the kids until it's time for them to go to school. It works, it happens. Because what? It all depends on venye mtajipanga. How are you planning your life? Yeah? And I love it. I love it here because you know what, kiogea bidii yako, you are hardworking. It shows, you know, it can show when you're unlike back home. Sometimes you can be very hardworking and it does, at the end you don't have nothing. So all I want to tell you is, don't be scared, don't be afraid. Not everybody that has to work so hard like crazy running around. No, it depends on your goals. What goals do you have? It depends how you are planning yourself. If you plan yourself good, then you're gonna have it easy. If you don't know how to plan yourself, and all you're doing is spending your money, or you don't know how to plan your money, then you'll find that you don't have anything on the, you're not keeping anything on the side. Even if you're earning so much money, you're not saving any little bit on the side. And here, by the way, it is so hard to tell. A lot of times I keep telling people is your bank account. A lot of people, bank accounts can tell the difference, or maybe the cars they're driving, or the end they are where they are at, the neighborhoods can tell, you know, the location where they tell. But majority of the places here, they are all standard. Like a lot of homes here, they are all the same. So you cannot tell Betty is doing cleaning job. You cannot tell what somebody does by just looking at them, because a lot of times you find people can afford, everybody can afford the life. This is the beauty of America. Everybody, or let me say beauty of my Jew, everybody, the system is made that everybody will enjoy the same services. So now, let me tell you, there are so many benefits of also being here. But today, I'm not going to be talking about those benefits. I will talk to you. I want to continue with this topic of why people work so hard. Number one, I will tell you, people work so hard because of their goals. Let me tell you, when you come abroad, when you live in diaspora, remember, this is not your home. This is not your home. Remember that you do not want to get old and be na upelekwe in an assisted living facility. And I'm not saying that when you take somebody in assisted facility, you don't love them, because it depends with the care. But all I want to tell you is, it is so good because, you know, a lot of people watching me are Africans, or, you know, they're. Let me tell you, you don't want to get old here in this country and end up miserable. What a lot of people has is goals. When you come here, you want to work hard and save some money. You don't want to work and always pay bills, living from paycheck to paycheck. You don't want your lifestyle to be all you get is you spend it here, everything. So your goals, a lot of people, we have goals of a little bit of saving, kujiekea something on the side. That's why with your income, you see how much money you're making and how much are your expenses. So you decide, I will work, I will push it a little hard, because I don't wanna go home empty-handed. I want to have a project, and it is very important to have those projects. It is very important to have some saving, because you don't know, even in case of an emergency, you want to have some saving. What if you get sick today and you cannot go to work for another 1 month or 2? What will happen? So you have to make sure people, that is why you find people, they're working so hard because they want to have some saving here and some saving back in their country, which is the number one goal why people work so hard. Also the needs from your country, from your family, the needs you have can be pushing you. Another goal that makes people work so hard, let's say you have a project you started, whether it's here, whether it's in Africa, that project could be pushing you like crazy. So you find somebody working so hard, somebody working 3 jobs, because they want to accomplish, they want to finish off their project, yeah? But that doesn't mean that, and that is not bad, by the way. Me, if you have a project going on, I always tell somebody, push it until you're done. And also another thing is, let's say you have some people, a lot of people here, they have double lives. You have a life here and you have a life in your country. Let's say in Africa. Let's say it's a man. He's by himself here and his whole family is back home. This person need kulipa bills zake hapa, and they have a family that they have to pay bills back home. So it's like you're having two houses. You're paying the rent here and you're paying the rent in Africa. So you have two lives, yeah? So that's why you find people pushing it so hard, because you have two lives. You have a life here to live, and you have another same life in back in Africa. And by the way, you have to have something left on the side so that you can invest. So your needs, mahitaji yako, will make you work so hard. But what about if I don't want to do all this? Guess what? I can work one job and relax, and that will be enough. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Because your needs will push you. Your needs, if you don't have those needs, if let's say you come here, you really don't you are young and you really don't want to start to invest right away, or you don't want to do all those things, it's your choice. It's your choice. You can do one job and live very comfortably, because you can find a cheaper house. You can and by the way, when I broke down my expenses the other day, I told you how I pay my house 1,700. It's not everybody that pays 1,700 for rent. You can find it cheaper. It's ni chaguo lako. You just decide how you want to. Yeah, let me use this word. Mtu anajikuna mahali anajifikia. You scratch yourself where you can where you can reach. Can I use that language? So because you do not, and when you come to this country, do not want to compete with anybody. Please don't try to compete with anybody, because you have moved to this country this year. You want to be like Betty. Or Betty want to be like somebody else. No. Pole pole, cheza kama wewe pole pole. You know what? Play your game pole pole. Plan yourself. You have a lot of time, by the way, to look around and see what's going to work for you and decide what you want to do. And this country, the beauty of this country, it gives you the opportunity. So do not be afraid and think, as soon as I land in America, 2 jobs are following me and I have to. No, you don't have to. You can live according to your needs. If you decide I want to do one job and be very happy and comfortable with one job, it's okay. You can. If you have needs, your needs will push you to working hard. So let me tell you another thing that is you'll be surprised to realize. This country, by the way, every job gives you 2 days off, and every job gives you vacation time. If you are employed by an employer, they have to give you vacation time, and you accumulate your vacation time. They have to give you some sick days, and they have to give you days off. And always every company gives you 2 days off. So everybody has 2 days off. Guess what? If you take 2 jobs and you take 2 jobs on your days off, that will be the worst mistake, and that's a lot of the worst mistake people do. Let's say I work Monday through Thursday, and my days. Let me say this. Let's say I get my days off on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, usually healthcare jobs, they give you days off like this: 1 weekend and 1 weekday. Yeah. And I love that, because you know what? If you take all both your days off on a weekend, if you need something to be attended, if you need an appointment, then that you're not going to go for appointments on Saturday or Sunday. So I always tell people, take a day off for Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, Monday. That means you can do your business on business days, and you have a weekend to rest. Let's say on Friday, Saturday, on my day off, I take another job. That means I'll never take a day off. Now, every employer makes sure they give you. So then, when you're coming back and you're coming from another job, they will not know that you haven't taken a day off, because they want you to rest. As much as they want you to work, they want you to rest. And you realize those people who take a lot of overtime in this country, they stop you. They will tell you, no, we have to give you a day off, because they are not even allowed. A company can get in trouble by if they realize, let's say wachunguzwe, and they realize a certain employee never takes a day off. That can that can put them in trouble. So Every company will give you, so it's your choice. It's you. You decide, I'm not gonna rest. I will, oh, these 2 days off, let me look for another job. Yeah, you see, you end up with, another thing that makes people work like crazy. It's overtime rate. Overtime rate, my good God. Every time you work over 40 hours, and all the companies, the working hours are 8 hours a day. Yeah, if you work over that, you can work double shift, and this is healthcare jobs. I don't know about other jobs. Healthcare jobs, you work 8 hours in a day. Some companies you do 12 hours, some companies you do 16 hours. It's up to you, but usually every company has 8-hour shift. So you either pick 8 hours or 16 hours, meaning if I start my shift at 2 p.m., I'll finish my shift at 6 a.m. in the morning. If I start my shift at 6 a.m., I'll finish my shift at 10 p.m. at night. So I have spent my entire day at work. That is how it works. And if you're running to 2 jobs, I start my shift at 6 a.m., I finish at 2 p.m., 6 to 2. Then I have another job that is starting from 3 to 11. So I hand over at 2. I make sure I hand over, and this gives me enough time to drive from one job to the other job that I'm starting at 3. That means if your first job, your uniform was blue, and your second job, the uniform is red, you can have time to go in the bathroom or go in your car and change your uniform and go to the other job. You start from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Let's say you are working in a company that you're working from 6 to 2, and you're working somewhere else from 2 to 10. You can talk with this company and tell them, I am not able to start at 2, I can start at 2:30. So that gives you 30 minutes to drive from one company to the other. So it's how you plan yourself. And if your income is good enough, you feel you don't need 2 jobs, you are able to survive with just one job. As I said, it depends on how much you make, and it depends with your income, and it all depends with your needs. So nobody forces you to work 2 jobs. Yeah, for me, I advise people, if you're taking 2 jobs, take them on the days that you're working. Push yourself on a weekday, on your working days. Then your days off, you match your days off. Let's say you're supposed to rest for 2 days in both jobs. Make sure those days off, they match. Yeah? Oh my God, I'm outside. You can see the flies. So you match your days off. That means even if you're working 2 jobs, you are able to rest. Vizuri, no stress, no hurry, nothing. Another reason why I have talked about overtime pay. Overtime pay is time and a half. Let's say I'm making $20 an hour. If I'm making $20 an hour, and let me touch on caregiving jobs. If you are a caregiver, a lot of caregivers, caregivers, they make like $16 an hour. From $14 to $16 an hour. If I'm making $16 an hour, I work over 40 hours a week, I will get time and a half. So you will get half of 16 on top of your 16. You'll get time and a half. Yeah? So this overtime can be tempting, because by the time you receive your paycheck, and let me tell you, some caregivers, they make more money than nurses. You better believe it. Some CNAs make more money than nurses. Yeah, and some nurses make more money than, I don't know. So I'm just giving you an example. Yeah, it depends na bidii yako and how much you're working. If you're working too much and the nurse is just working 3 days RN, and a caregiver, you're working 7 days a week, you're gonna make more money than them. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's how you want it. It's how you want to run your life. This is a free country, it's a free whatever. Yeah, and your needs. So time and a half makes people work. Another thing is the companies, most of the time they have a shortage. They are very short of employees. So you realize the company is asking you, please, oh, Betty, can you work for us? Betty, can you cover our shift on your days off? And because you want time and a half, you pick it. A lot of times companies are very short. Even on your days off, they're calling you, Betty, please work extra. We are short staff. Betty, please, can you stay behind? Betty, yeah. And that's why you know, sometimes I laugh at myself, and I'm like, I laugh and I'm like, these people, they can even get you out of a hospital bed and ask you to work on their days off, because there's in every job, almost all jobs, they have shortage of employees. A lot of 90% of the jobs here in the US, they have employee shortage. And you'll be surprised, we have so many people that are on, oh, I'm sorry, there are so many flies here, gosh, I think this is the season. A lot of people here, a lot of companies, they have shortage. So everywhere is hiring nowadays, and you'll be surprised, Americans, because let me tell you one thing about Americans. I don't know if they like to work. I don't think they like to work so much. So you find a lot of people, they are on unemployment. And you realize, and you see it on TV. Oh, a lot of people, like, and especially here in Arizona right now, the big number, they are on unemployment. They are not employed, and the government is giving them $400 a week. So you find that instead of somebody going to work killing themselves, why not receive that $400 a week? Yeah. So overtime and also shortage of employees can make you. And some people, you cannot believe, some people decide not to take even their vacation hours. They say, you know what, they sell their vacation time. I don't know if sell or they give them out. They give them out their vacation time. I've seen that. You just decide you're not going on vacation because you are so addicted to work. Some people are very addicted to working. Some people are so, excuse the noise in the background. I have somebody on the phone in the background. So some people are so addicted to working. They just want to be working. That is another thing. You enjoy your job, you love your job, you just want to work. Also, another thing is a social life. You find a lot of people, they don't have a life. They really don't have friends. They don't know what to do when they are off, other than going shopping. Some people don't want to rest because they don't even know where to go. You enjoy your work more. And let me tell you, most of these jobs are so enjoyable. You go to work, you enjoy, you socialize, and you just want to go back. You just want to keep going back. Because most of the time you enjoy so much at work, you laugh, you socialize, you meet people, you talk. So you get so lonely when you're in the house and you decide to work all the time. So guys, I want to make it clear to you, it is not a must to work like crazy. And America has benefits too. I saw some comments, oh, Europe has benefits, you don't have to work. Even here, they have benefits. You can stay home and get an employment. You can stay home and get a food stamp. You can be on food stamp. You can live in a government house. There are benefits here in this country. But you know what? As foreigners, why do you want to be on benefits? You can work because the benefits will limit you. It will limit you to work, by the way, because you're not supposed to make a certain amount of money for you to get a free health insurance. And by the way, there's free health insurance. It's called Access. If you're not working, if you don't have proof of that you are employed, you qualify for Access. Even when you're having baby, you qualify. When you're pregnant and you're not earning so much money, you qualify for free insurance, and everything is paid for. So here they have benefits too, by the way. Don't think that America has no benefit. America has a lot of benefits, and America, you can benefit from this. But you realize, as a foreigner, why do you want to be on benefits? When are you going to invest? If you're going to be on these benefits, then when are you going to buy something back home? Why do you want to be? A lot of people here, they're very established foreigners, and I can assure you that a lot of Kenyans and a lot of Africans here, they live in good homes, they live a good life, they drive good cars. You can tell most people are very comfortable. And somebody says, ask me, Betty, do people regret it coming to America? I have never seen anybody regretting. Let me tell you, people live here for because there are so many, there's a lot of advantage. When you go somewhere, you choose how you want to. Ukitaka kujifinyilia. And what I love about this place is because a lot of people, when they are here, they settle down, and they The worst mistake you can do is to come here and not settle. You will always be talking about how you want to, oh, I'm sorry, my kawinya is all over the place. You will be talking about how you want to return. You will never settle. So when you come somewhere, be content. Be happy with what you have. Be happy with where you are. And now, and especially people with children, you benefit a lot because the schools are free. Schools are free in this country, so why go to pay school fees in Kenya when the kids here they can study, and a lot of kids opportunities. So there's so many benefits of coming to this country, and I always pray for people to get opportunities to move over here. So my viewer, if you're watching and you got scared of my other video thinking America is tough, no, America is not tough. America is how you take it. Abroad, Maju life is how you take it. Yeah. And what I advise people is, please, when you come here and you have an opportunity to go to school, the better. The better, because when you are professional, you earn good money. You don't have to work so hard. Because let's say the nurse a nurse is making $45 an hour, and me, because I'm not a nurse, I'm just a I'm a caregiver. And I respect caregivers because I'm one of them. I'm a caregiver and I'm making $16 an hour. You see this person making 45 because they went to school. So it is very advisable to go to. By the way, me, I haven't gone to school because of some dumb reasons. I can tell you that. And that is a mistake I did. And please learn from this mistake. When I came here, myself, all I did is jumping from one state to the other. You could have seen me from one plane to the other. I had even accumulated flying time. Yes, one time I flied with only the points. With South, I was a frequent flyer because Betty is in Vegas, Betty is in California, Betty is in Seattle, I was all over. I decided, and by the way, that is one thing I decided to myself. I was all over. I just decided to travel and enjoy and see the world, and fine. But one thing I forgot to do is to go back to school. I should have gone to school. Right now I could be earning good money. Yeah, but I'm happy because, as I said, America can balances the life here. And vile too, how you plan yourself, it's very important, because even if I haven't gone back to school, I am comfortable. I am very happy with my life right here. And I don't regret it, because you know what? The little I'm earning, I'm able to manage myself. Yeah? Please understand this video. It's all about how you plan your life. It is not all about how much you're earning. It's all about how you are planning your life and the priorities. So, if you are coming, if you want your green card and you are coming, make a plan. And your husband and wife, let one of you go to school. And consider doing healthcare jobs, because you know what, a lot of people do nursing because you can never lack a nursing job in this country. There are so many, and you don't have to do healthcare. It's not for everybody, but I'm just saying, let one of you go to school, the husband or the wife, because that will help you, one of you, to be a professional and make a decent amount. I teach people these things, and I haven't done them myself. Yeah, but you know what, I am working towards number one, I'm working towards my goals too. Now I've had enough of the kids. I don't want to have more kids. If another one comes, thank God. But right now, I always tell myself, Betty, I'm almost 40. I'm done with kids. Now it's time to go back to school. Because in this country, you can go back to school. Even when you're 50 years old, you can still go back to school. And it's time to invest here. And it's time to invest back home. So all these things are the plans that I have. But above all is to pray. Pray God to enable you to go through your to go with your plans, because without God, nothing, you cannot do anything, and without prayers, you cannot do anything. Otherwise, America is very good, is a nice place to live. And by the way, most people, they have relocated from Europe and other countries, and they love the US. I hear Australia is very good. I've never been to Australia, but people tell me Australia is very nice. If you're watching and you're in Australia, please can you tell me how life in Australia is? Anyway, God bless you so much. And see you on the next video. Bye bye.